You feel overwhelmed like everything is happening at once. Too many thoughts, too many responsibilities, too many expectations, and no clear pause. You try to keep up. You try to stay strong. But inside, it feels like pressure keeps building. One more task, one more problem, one more thing to solve. And suddenly, your mind can't slow down anymore. You feel stretched, pulled in different directions, trying to hold everything together while feeling like you're falling apart inside. Overwhelm doesn't always come from one big moment. Sometimes it comes from many small weights stacked on top of each other, day after day, until your mind gets tired, your heart gets tired, and even simple things begin to feel heavy. You start wondering if you're doing something wrong, why everything feels harder than it should, why peace feels far away. But being overwhelmed does not mean you're weak. It means you've been carrying more than one person was meant to carry alone. The Bible says, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." Not some of it, all of it. The thoughts, the pressure, the fear of falling behind, the worry about the future. You don't have to manage everything alone. You don't have to solve your whole life tonight. You don't have to have every answer right now. You only need one step, one breath, one moment of stillness. Overwhelm grows when everything feels urgent. But not everything is urgent. Not everything needs to be fixed immediately. God works in calm, steady steps. Not panic, not chaos, not pressure. When life feels too loud, His presence remains quiet, steady, unmoving. You can slow down. You can pause. You can release the pressure of trying to control everything, because you were never meant to carry the weight of the world on your own. Even when everything feels too much, you are still held, still guided, still supported. You are not breaking. You are overwhelmed. And there is a difference. Breaking is the end. Overwhelm is a signal, a sign that something needs rest, needs space, needs trust. God does not ask you to handle everything perfectly. He asks you to trust Him with what feels impossible to carry. Step by step, moment by moment, breath by breath, peace returns slowly. Not all at once, but gently, quietly, steadily. And even in the middle of everything, you are not alone. There are moments when overwhelm feels like noise that never stops. Thoughts overlapping, responsibilities stacking, expectations pressing in from every direction. And even when you sit still, your mind keeps running, replaying, planning, worrying, trying to stay ahead of everything that could go wrong. You want relief. Just a moment where nothing demands your attention. But overwhelm convinces you that slowing down is dangerous. That if you stop, things will fall apart. But that pressure is not truth. It's fear. And fear grows louder when you carry too much alone. You were never meant to hold every outcome, every solution, every responsibility by yourself. God does not expect you to manage the entire weight of your life perfectly. He invites you to release it, little by little, not all at once, not dramatically, just enough to breathe again. Peace does not arrive when everything is finished. It arrives when you allow yourself to trust in the middle of unfinished things, in unanswered questions, in uncertain situations. Overwhelm fades when control loosens, when you stop gripping every detail, when you stop demanding immediate clarity, and instead, you allow yourself to exist in this moment, right here, not tomorrow, not next week, just now. God meets you in the present, not in the fear of what might happen later. He steadies your mind. He quiets your heart, not by removing every problem, but by reminding you that you are not alone inside them. You don't need to carry every thought. You don't need to solve every fear. You don't need to prove your strength by enduring everything silently. You are allowed to rest, allowed to pause, allowed to let God hold what feels too heavy. Because overwhelm is not a sign that you are failing. It's a signal that you've reached the edge of your own strength. And that edge is where trust begins, where faith becomes real, where you stop relying only on yourself and start leaning on something greater. You are not meant to live in constant pressure. You are meant to live guided. And even when life feels loud, God's presence remains steady, calm, unshaken, holding you in the middle of everything.